Have you ever looked in the mirror, fully dressed for a summer day, and thought, why do I look tired, older, or just off? It's not your age, it's not your weight, it's probably your clothes, or more specifically, how they're working against you instead of for you. After 50, our style can either lift our energy or drain it. And sadly, many women unknowingly make fashion choices in summer that add years to their appearance, all while trying to dress comfortably or modestly. But here's the truth. You don't need to chase trends. You just need to avoid 5 common style traps that instantly age you and learn how to replace them with smart, elegant alternatives that highlight your natural beauty. In this video, we're exposing the 5 summer fashion mistakes that make you look older and showing you exactly what to wear instead to look chic, light, modern, and absolutely fabulous in your 50s, 60s, and beyond. Let's dive in and start reclaiming your summer wardrobe. One empowering choice at a time. Fashion mistake 1. Wearing loud prints or busy florals. Let's talk about a style mistake that many women over 50 still hold on to, and that's wearing loud prints or overly busy florals. It may seem innocent, even cheerful. You might think florals are feminine, colorful, vibrant. They make me look alive. But here's the truth. When the print wears you instead of you wearing the print, the look starts to age you. These prints, often oversized or bursting with contrast, tend to dominate the entire outfit. And when they do, they drown out your best features: your eyes, your smile, your skin tone, your silhouette. All the attention goes to the pattern, not the person. And the worst part? Many of these prints are outdated, tied to fast fashion cycles from decades ago. When you wear them, the message your outfit sends is, I haven't updated my style in years. It doesn't matter how vibrant or bold the color scheme is. If it overwhelms your face, if it makes your shoulders look broader, or hides your natural curves, then it's working against you, not for you. This is especially important after 50, when our facial structure softens and skin tone changes. What once looked fun and whimsical at 30 may now feel chaotic and clashing. But let's be clear, we are not saying that color, pattern, or prints are off limits. Not at all. You are allowed, and encouraged, to wear what makes you feel joyful. However, the secret lies in refinement and intentionality. Instead of loud, all-over florals in clashing tones, go for prints with breathing room. Look for pieces with smaller motifs, neutral backgrounds, or monochrome palettes. Think tone-on-tone botanical embroidery, delicate dots, or a subtle houndstooth, patterns that support your presence, not shout over it. Here's another way to think about it. When you walk into a room, do you want people to notice your blouse first, or your glowing smile and the way you carry yourself? And let's not forget silhouette. Loud prints in boxy shapes double the aging effect. They not only distract visually, but also remove any definition from your figure. Add that to shapeless cardigans or wide floral tunics, and the outcome is a blur of color and fabric that says camouflage, not confidence. Instead, anchor your summer wardrobe in texture, not print. Linen creases softly in the light. Cotton blends add gentle dimension. Raw silk or tencel moves with grace. When your outfit has tactile sophistication, you don't need a loud pattern to be memorable. You'll stand out for all the right reasons. A perfect example. Imagine a woman over 60 wearing a sleeveless, stone-colored linen midi dress, no print, but she adds a woven leather belt, matte gold earrings, and espadrilles. It's silent elegance. And when she smiles, you see her, not the dress. That's style working in harmony with age, not battling against it. If you still love a little playfulness, channel that into accessories. A silk scarf with abstract art, a pair of colorful resin earrings, or even a floral tote bag can bring that summer vibrancy, without taking over your look. Prints can have a place, but they should know their role. They are supporting characters, not the star. So next time you find yourself reaching for that old floral button-up or the tunic with big daisies, pause, ask yourself, is this helping me shine, or is it just loud? Because you, dear woman over 50, are not background noise. And you are the main character. Dress like it. Fashion mistake 2. Overusing bright colors that scream. Mature lady. Bright doesn't always mean right, especially when it whispers retired resort wear louder than it says radiant and refined. There's nothing wrong with color. In fact, color can be a woman's best friend. But after 50, how you use it makes all the difference between looking bold and elegant or loud and outdated. Let's be honest. Many women over 50 fall into the habit of wearing overly bright, saturated colors. Think hot pinks, lime greens, canary yellows, or electric blues, as if these hues are their armor against aging. The logic is understandable. Vibrant shades feel youthful, cheerful, and full of energy. But in reality, these high-intensity tones often work against us, not for us. Why? Because brightness without balance equals visual chaos. When you wear head-to-toe bright colors, you're not just walking into a room, you're crashing into it. Instead of people admiring your face, your confidence, your presence, they're distracted by your outfit. It's not you that they're seeing, it's the color. Even worse, many brands that specifically target older women with bright, bold tones are unintentionally reinforcing the idea that aging equals loud compensation, loud prints, loud colors, loud everything. But elegance whispers. It doesn't need to shout. Here's the secret. Color can absolutely rejuvenate you, but only if it's the right shade, the right fabric, the right placement. So how do you do color right? Use color strategically, not like a paint bucket. If you love color, incorporate it through pops and accents, not full-body blasts. A coral handbag, a mint green blouse with neutral trousers, lavender sandals with a beige midi dress. These speak sophistication. Find your undertone match. If your skin has warm undertones, opt for soft peaches, terracotta, or golden olives. Cool undertones. Go for dusty rose, muted plums, or icy blues. These tones lift your skin, instead of clashing with it. Neutrals are not boring. They're powerful. A woman in taupe linen, with a hint of pearl in her earrings and a soft blush lip. Now that's timeless. Neutrals allow you to shine through. Tone-on-tone layering adds richness without chaos. Try mixing different shades of the same color family, like beige with camel or soft gray with charcoal. This creates dimension and polish. Choose fabrics with depth. A matte navy cotton top looks infinitely more refined than a shiny electric blue blouse. Bright colors and shiny synthetics often scream dated. Why this mistake ages you? When bright colors overwhelm your silhouette, they can draw attention to areas you might want to soften, such as puffier arms, changing waistlines, or facial lines. Instead of framing your beauty, they distort it. They also suggest an attempt to cling to youth, which ironically makes you appear older. And like trying too hard to be trendy instead of choosing what truly elevates your current self. And here's the truth bomb. Brightness doesn't equal youth. Clarity does. It's not about how loud your outfit is, but how clean and intentional your styling is. Style this instead. Imagine a woman over 60 in a soft ivory linen blouse, dusty rose trousers, and nude sandals. She carries a burnt orange leather bag. Just the right hint of brightness. Her smile is the centerpiece. Now contrast that with a head-to-toe neon fuchsia outfit, chunky sandals, and layered bright jewelry. Which woman feels more timeless? Minimal doesn't mean dull. Subtle doesn't mean invisible. When you refine your use of color, you become the canvas, not the chaos. Empowering thought. You don't need neon to be noticed. You don't need bright green to feel alive. You need alignment between your energy, your values, your age, and your wardrobe. Because when your colors reflect you, not a trend, not a stereotype, you radiate something brighter than any hot pink can offer. Confidence. Fashion mistake 3. Holding on to outdated accessories. You could be wearing the most elegant summer dress, styled to perfection, makeup done just right, and your hair glowing under the golden sun. But if you're still carrying that oversized shoulder bag from the early 2000s, Or those thick wraparound sunglasses that scream, Mall Mom Chic, the entire look collapses in an instant. Outdated accessories have a way of dragging down your outfit and your confidence faster than anything else. They are like holding on to old habits. Comforting, familiar, but no longer serving you in this new chapter of style after 50. Let's get brutally honest. Accessories speak volumes, and when those accessories are stuck in a bygone era, they don't whisper elegance, they shout stagnation. Think of it this way: fashion is like a symphony. Your dress is the melody, your shoes are the rhythm, your hairstyle is the tempo, and your accessories, they're the finishing notes that define the emotion of the piece. If those notes are off, everything feels unfinished, out of sync. So, what are the telltale signs of outdated accessories? The gigantic shoulder bags with heavy embellishments, tassels, or logos splashed all over. Chunky beaded necklaces that were trendy in 2004, but now feel like costume jewelry. Bulky wedge sandals with thick straps and platform soles, thick-rimmed sunglasses in dated shapes, especially those bug-eye ones. Shiny faux leather belts that crack after a few wears, but you keep because they still work. These items once made you feel stylish. They were part of your look. But here's the secret: style is not about what used to work. It's about what elevates you now. The upgrade: minimal, modern, and intentional. You don't need a closet full of designer pieces to upgrade your accessories. You just need to be intentional. Start by choosing sleeker sunglasses with modern, refined lines. Think tortoiseshell frames, gentle cat-eye shapes, or lightly tinted lenses. Not too loud, just quietly elegant. Replace that overstuffed handbag with a structured, medium-sized tote or a soft leather crossbody bag in taupe, caramel, or navy. Neutral tones exude sophistication and go with almost everything. Avoid over-decorated bags. Instead, go for texture and craftsmanship. As for shoes, minimalist sandals or low-block heels in nude, tan, or metallic tones will instantly lift your whole outfit, literally and visually. Let your shoes complete the look, not compete with it. Jewelry: skip the jangly layers. Choose delicate necklaces, simple cuffs, or a single standout ring. Think: whisper of elegance, not bracelet bingo. Scarves: only if you can nail them. Otherwise, let your neckline or earrings do the talking. Why it matters after 50. After 50, every piece we wear should add to our story, not detract from it. Outdated accessories send a confusing message. They can make even the most stylish outfit feel like it was plucked from a forgotten box in the attic. They age you not because of your age, but because they signal that you've stopped evolving. But when your accessories are fresh, considered, and beautifully coordinated, they say, I know who I am, I know where I'm going, and yes, I still enjoy looking damn good while I'm at it. Final thought: you don't need a complete wardrobe overhaul to look modern and polished. Sometimes the key is in the smallest things: the right sunglasses, the perfect bag, the elegant shoes that ground the entire outfit. As Coco Chanel once said, it is the unseen, unforgettable, ultimate accessory of fashion that heralds your arrival. In your case, it might just be that new crossbody bag or those updated shades that give you that effortless, youthful glow. Every accessory you wear should feel like a whisper of your current self, not an echo of who you used to be. Fashion mistake 4: playing it too safe, hiding behind oversized or boxy clothes. There's a common fashion trap that so many women over 50 fall into, and they fall into it with the best of intentions. It goes something like this: I don't want to show too much. I just want to feel comfortable. I'm not trying to look sexy, just appropriate. And so, slowly but surely, the wardrobe shifts. Fitted blouses are replaced with boxy tops. Tailored pants give way to oversized trousers. Beautiful silhouettes are drowned in loose, unshaped layers. And while comfort and modesty are absolutely important, here's the harsh truth: going too far into safe territory can make you disappear in your own outfit. Why oversized isn't always a hug. Sometimes it's a wall. Boxy clothing is like a big warm hug, or at least it pretends to be. It gives us room to breathe, to move, to hide. and sometimes hiding feels safe. But when every piece is oversized, when there's no shape, no contour, no suggestion of movement or structure, your outfit becomes a shell. And instead of protecting you, it swallows you whole. The result? You look older, heavier, and more tired, even if you're feeling fabulous on the inside. Fashion is not about squeezing into something uncomfortable. It's about framing your presence in a way that reflects your energy, your confidence, and your evolution. The common signs of playing it too safe: tunics that hang like curtains, with no waist definition, pants that sag at the hips or bunch at the ankles, cardigans that cover the entire body like a blanket, shapeless mighty dresses with no movement or flow, wearing only black or safe neutrals to blend in. You might think you're being modest or practical, but what's really happening is that you're hiding from your own beauty, and that's the real mistake. The style upgrade: structure, proportion, and confidence. The solution isn't to go tight or revealing, it's to reintroduce shape into your wardrobe, one piece at a time. Instead of drowning in a tunic, try a slightly tailored blouse that skims your waist. Add a belt if it feels right, a subtle nod to your silhouette. Instead of baggy pants, go for straight leg or wide leg trousers with a high waist to elongate the legs and balance your proportions. If you love layers, wear a structured blazer or a cropped cardigan to define your upper body and create that hourglass illusion, no matter your size. Even something as simple as a tuck at the front of your shirt can make a world of difference. Colors. You don't need to go neon, but don't hide behind black every day either. Try a soft sage, a dusty rose, a cool ivory. These shades brighten your skin and make you look more awake instantly. The confidence effect. Something magical happens when you stop hiding. When you allow your clothes to celebrate your shape, not suffocate or erase it, you reclaim the room. People start to look at your face, your posture, your energy. They notice how you carry yourself, how you shine. You become visible again, and more importantly, you feel seen by yourself. Why this mistake happens: so many women are told that after a certain age, they must fade into the background. That being low-key is polite, elegant, expected. But let me say this clearly: you do not owe the world invisibility just because you're over 50. You've lived, loved, worked, cried, grown. Your presence deserves to be noticed. And your clothing should reflect that. Wearing clothes that honor your figure isn't about being trendy. It's about saying, I am still here, and I still matter. Final thought. The safest outfit is not always the most flattering. Sometimes, it's the one that silently whispers, I no longer want to be seen. But you deserve more than safety. You deserve visibility, joy, beauty, and yes, even a little attention. So try that structured dress. Pair those trousers with a tucked-in blouse. Show the curve of your waist. Not for anyone else, but for yourself. Stop hiding. Start highlighting. Because life after 50 isn't about disappearing. It's about radiating in your own light. Fashion mistake 5. Choosing comfort, shoes that kill your style. Let's be real for a moment. We've all been there. That tempting shoe with the extra foam sole, orthopedic curves, maybe even Velcro straps. It feels like a cloud. It promises no blisters, and at first glance, it looks fine. But then you see yourself in a photo, from the ankles up, stylish, elegant, vibrant; from the ankles down, clunky, outdated, and oddly orthopedic. That's the betrayal of the so-called comfort shoe. Yes, comfort matters, especially after 50, when our feet may need more support, cushioning, or arch correction. But here's the truth bomb. Comfort doesn't have to mean ugly. And ugly shoes are quietly ruining your entire outfit. How shoes can sabotage your entire look. Shoes are the punctuation mark at the end of your style sentence. They're the final touch, and if that touch is dated, heavy, or frumpy, it throws off the entire vibe. You could be wearing a crisp linen outfit, a perfectly draped blouse, or a beautifully cut pair of trousers. But if your shoes scream nursing home instead of city chic, the magic disappears. Those chunky soles, the thick straps, the rubber everything, they add weight to your look. And not just visually, emotionally too. They signal resignation, not radiance. Common comfort shoe. Offenders, thick-soled Velcro sandals in beige, black, or orthopedic white. Overly rounded toe sneakers with outdated stitching. Chunky slip-ons that look more suited for gardening than dinner with friends. Clogs with plastic soles and no structure. Unstructured ballet flats with no support or polish. If it looks like something your podiatrist would recommend during a checkup, ask yourself, is this fashion or function gone wild? The stylish and still comfortable. Ah, sí, minti. Alternatives. You don't have to choose between foot support and fashion. There's a middle ground. And it's surprisingly chic. Well, here's what to look for instead. Low block heels or wedges that provide stability and elevate your posture. Pointed or almond toe flats with arch support. Leather sneakers with a clean, minimal silhouette. Ditch the flashy stitching and giant logos. Modern loafers in soft neutrals or bold tones. Sandals with a slight lift and refined straps. Think Parisian chic, not beach dad. Look for materials that move with you, like supple leather, breathable mesh, or soft suede, but in shapes that respect the lines of your outfit. Remember, your shoes shouldn't just be comfortable, they should speak your style language. The confidence shift. The moment you switch from just comfortable to comfortably confident, you'll feel it. In your stride, in your reflection, in how people look at you. When your shoes elevate your look, instead of dragging it down, you walk differently. You feel different. People notice when you're polished head to toe. It's subtle but powerful. And guess what? You'll still have support. You'll still avoid blisters. But now, you'll also have compliments and presence. But my feet hurt. We hear you. And the good news is, the shoe industry hears you too. Brands like Vionic, Rothy's, Echo, Clark's, and even Naturalizer have been quietly reinventing comfort. With better materials, more elegant shapes, and stylish silhouettes. You don't have to suffer for fashion, but you also don't have to settle for shoes that make you look 10 years older. Your feet deserve support, but your style deserves love. Why this mistake persists? Because you've been told, after 50, just be grateful your feet still work. Or, who cares what shoes look like? No one's looking down there anyway. But that's false. Fashion after 50 is not about disappearing. It's about declaring, I still care about how I show up. Shoes aren't just for walking. They're a statement of self-respect. Final thought. Ladies, you deserve both. Comfort and style. Support and sophistication. Arch-friendly and fashion-forward. So next time you shop for shoes, skip the orthopedic aisle and explore the middle ground, where elegance meets ease, where your steps are supported and your style still speaks volumes. Because life after 50 doesn't need to be walked in ugly shoes. You've walked through too much already. Now it's time to walk in grace and in great shoes. So, my stylish friend, if you've ever looked in the mirror and thought, why do I look older than I feel? Now you know. It might not be the wrinkles or the gray hairs. It could simply be the loud prints, the chunky shoes, the dated bag, or that cardigan you've held onto since 2003. But here's the empowering truth. Style is not about age, it's about awareness. Once you know what's aging you, you have the power to change it. You don't need a new face. You don't need to hide your body. You just need a little shift in perspective and a few smarter style choices. Let your wardrobe reflect the vibrant, wise, powerful woman you are today. Not the woman you used to be, not the woman society thinks you should dress like, but the woman you've become, bold, free, and beautifully visible. So here's my question to you. Which of these 5 mistakes surprised you the most? And what change will you try this week? Comment below. I read every word you share. And don't forget to check out my other videos on summer layering, flattering colors for mature skin, and how to dress when you've gained a little weight. Yes, it's all there. No shame, just style. You deserve to shine at every stage of life, so let's make 50 plus your most fashionable decade yet. See you in the next video, my radiant friend.